times that they adjust the spaces they use to help accommodate the needs that we might have. So for instance, right now, they typically have use of both the cafeteria, the gym, and some classrooms. So we have one afternoon a week that we've worked with them to say that we will need half the gym, because we do have, the first priority is to make sure that all of our teams and all of our organizations have appropriate places to practice. And this is our cheerleading team, it's not an outside group. So we're sensitive to that. And our hope is that we can find tenants that we can kind of build a package. So we know that when Ask Us is done in the morning, I think around 9 o'clock, they don't start up again, I think, till about 2 or 3. We have a big gap in there that we would look to see if we have an appropriate tenant that can come in and help bring some revenue into the district.
So if just, like, you know, as per my boss, Jamie Winkler, so if it meant that she brought maybe a parochial school into there recently, and they wanted to maybe lease it, would those two people, you know, have to, would they have to leave? If they use the entire building?
No, I'm saying...
Would we have space for them?
Depending on what they need, but as I said, Ask Us is a tenant now. And they are there for the year, they're not leaving, and they have priority, and you know, remember we have 2 buildings available, and Ask Us is only in 1. So we're going to try to fit the pieces so we get the maximum revenue and the best tenants. But to answer you point blank, Ask Us is there for the year. They have a lease arrangement with us, and we're going to work with them and make sure it's successful.
You know, in a perfect situation, somebody like a BOCES would come in, rent it out the entire building, just rent. That situation doesn't exist. BOCES is contracting as well, you know, not with us, but around. So they weren't interested in renting the building. So basically, we're in a situation where we're trying to cobble together as much rental as we can out of it. So we're going to timeshare and space share and accommodate, you know, whatever tenants we can get in there.
Thank you.
We have a motion to adjourn to executive session.
I'll make it quick. I didn't say that yet. I'm sorry.
We have to take the motion off.
Should I? I'll throw the card out.
Table the motion.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry.
Vote on tabling the motion. No, go ahead.
Oh,
You can call.
I'm right fast. Okay. Looking at the different assessments and everything that we had out there with APPR and the testing, one of my concerns, I'm not too concerned about test grades, never have been. I don't get concerned about my child's grades as long as they try their best. So with that said though, my children have always been concerned about their grades at elementary, middle school, high school. Because they look at those numbers and they get all hyped up, whether it's from their peers, from their teachers, whoever the teachers might be at that point in time. But I was curious to know if we're going to be moving in a direction of aligning the report cards with the state assessments, the state's criteria. Because on our report cards in elementary, we have 1 to 5, and the state does 1 to 4. And technically, it's almost nearly impossible for any child to ever get a 5. I don't care about a 5. But my son always asks me, how come I get a 5? I'm like, 5s are not important. You're important, your effort is important. So I'm just curious as to moving forward, if there's going to be any talk about, because I know a lot of districts do this.
I think Ms. Burns can address this because
okay.
she is working on the report card.
Okay.
Are you talking about elementary?
Elementary, now, this is tricky too, because I know that last year going to second, everything changed. There's a couple of different segments for different grades.
We've moved, yes, we're in the process over the course of the year.